Hey guys, welcome back. Let's go ahead, let's get this, now that we got the trunk rubberized, let's go ahead and get this fuel cell sitting in here. It's pretty cold today, so it might be a little hard to hear me with the heater going, but yeah, let's get it in here. Let's go ahead and shut this off. So, we got the fuel cell in. I need to get this strapped down. We are going to be running our fuel lines through the factory hole there. And we're going to run this vent line for the fuel cell, the rollover vent, back down through there as well. So I've got some aluminum line. I think will be pretty easy to get our inlet. Now then this is our return line, which we mounted, or we added from Speedway Motors. So that was an interesting little addition. So you guys might check into that if you ever need a return line on your fuel cell or gas tank. They did there's a lot of engineering that went into that, I think, for $17. Very impressive. But let's maybe, I don't know if we're gonna start, I guess we'll start on the straps first. So for fuel straps, we just went and got this long aluminum from, I believe we got this from, no, it's Tractor Supply. It's not Orson's anymore. So the plan is basically to make a, would it be a Z? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna use the sheet metal brake. We're gonna get this bent, strap it on up over there, and that should hold the fuel cell in place. So we'll go ahead and get this aluminum strap and our sheet metal brake, which is a pretty old Pittsburgh now. I think we got it about 10 years ago, but she works fine. Hold it down with our little clamps. We'll get some bends in this thing. And we got a good 90. So let me show you why I like this aluminum line. Very easy to bend. Oops, bent that one too far. Very easy to bend if you don't do that, because you can very easily put a kink in it, which I now have on the end of that. But it's a little easier to run than some of this other stuff and make look pretty. Okay, so I've never done this before. What we are gonna do is just kind of guesstimate where the bend needs to happen. So I'm going to take this back to the sheet metal brake, and we're going to put a bend right about there. I've lined up my mark. Whenever you're doing something like this, because I've done this bad before, you know, make sure I know my bolt hole is going to go through here, and I know sheet metal brake bends this way. This is the direction I need my bend to go. I did put this in backwards the first time and thankfully stopped before actually bending it. Normally I try to put these in the middle too. We're not going to do that here because it's just aluminum. So I'm just making sure this bar is straight. Double check my line again. I'm pretty close. Let's go ahead and bend it. Well, scratch everything I said. I know nothing. I measured from the wrong point, I bent from the wrong point. Anyway, we're gonna try this again. Bolt goes here, needs to bend up. About 90. You know, if I'd bend it right the first time, we'd be in a better spot. Okay, so this should bolt, go to the top of our fuel cell, start going over. And I finally got that one right. Coming up to the top of the fuel cell, it's going across. Let's try to make sure we're as straight as possible. And we'll mark where we need the next bend. All right, we got our last bend marked. Should be going this way. Oh, I don't like the cold. Bend this up and we'll see if it fits. This is basically what we made here. See if she works. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I just need to make another one and get that bolted down. All right, guys, so we got the straps all, let me shut the heater off real quick. Oh, today's actually one of the warmer days we've had recently, so I can get by with turning the heater on and off. But then my light went dead. So we're just having all kinds of fun between the cold, the lights, all that. So we've got our straps, and the good news is they fit. So now we just got to get final placement where I'm wanting to put this, and start getting some holes drilled. I'm gonna let this light charge up so that you guys can see what's going on. And yeah, once we get this bolted in, then we can actually start plumbing the fuel lines. I'd very much like this car to be back on the road. Alright, I think it's time to do an actual test. Sure. Latching. Okay, need to adjust that. Switch to the other side, see if that closes. Okay. Got that. Will it unlock? Ah.